The member from Toronto Danforth.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, my question for the Minister of Housing. Housing and rental costs in Toronto have reached a tipping point. Families are being priced out of their neighbourhoods, and many have lost hope that they'll be able to raise their children in the communities that they know and they love. Premier Wynne had the opportunity to ease this affordable housing crisis with inclusionary zoning and set aside an adequate number of residential developments to become affordable housing. But instead, the Premier decided to cap the number of affordable units to just 5%, compared to the 30% recommended by experts. Will the minister reverse this short-sighted, developer-friendly cap and instead strengthen inclusionary zoning to help people put a roof over their head?
Thank you. Minister of Housing, responsible for
Thank you, Mr.
reduction.
Speaker. I want to thank the member for the question. Under our Fair Housing Plan, we've taken a number of steps to make housing more affordable for Ontarians, whether it's increasing the rebate for first-time home buyers on the land transfer tax, extending rent control to all Ontario tenants, capping ability of landlords to evict tenants when they're simply pretending to use it for their own use, and most recently introducing a standard lease. We're making important steps to improve the affordability of housing. On inclusionary zoning, we released a framework for consultation with Ontario municipalities and all stakeholders. I'm having ongoing discussions with stakeholders on a daily basis on how to implement that at a local level, which is where it will be implemented by municipalities, to create thousands of new affordable units across this province, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Speaker, again to the minister. Speaker, these are just empty words from the minister. His actions, the actions of his premier, time and again show where the priorities lie. They lie with big banks, with big developers, with big business. Only New Democrats are committed to strengthening inclusionary zoning and repairing our crumbling social housing units. Toronto families need action on affordable housing, and they need it now, not more developer-friendly regulations from a government that continues to let them down. Will the minister commit to remove the cap on affordable housing units now so that Toronto families can have an affordable place to live?
Thank you. Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We put forward a framework for consultation. As part of that consultation, we're getting excellent feedback from municipalities and other stakeholders. In fact, it's not a cap of 5% even in the draft. It was up to 10%, Mr. Speaker. But we are looking at the rate of set-aside to increase that. We're looking at how development could be incented, and the purpose of inclusionary zoning is to create more housing and ensure that that additional housing supply is affordable. And, Mr. Speaker, I put that forward as a private member's bill. I've taken the mandate from Premier Wynne on this, and Mr. Speaker, we will deliver an inclusionary zoning framework that's going to create thousands and tens of thousands of affordable units across this province.